Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're going to be watching more of The Walking Dead today.
Sure.
Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
Who do you have?
Oh, Rick and Daryl.
We thought we were having a pillow fight because I wanted it.
Do you want them to fight, though?
No, I was fighting her to get the pillow.
You can have them next time.
We love our
I like
pillowcases.
Michonne too, so.
Yes, we have a lot of favorites all around.
That's right.
Glenn and Maggie over there today, but
That's
soon
right.
they'll be back. We love that pillow as well.
Yeah.
So we are watching episode 13 of season 5. Last episode was called Remember.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys learned a little bit about Alexandria.
Yeah,
Yes, we did.
we're feeling a little bit better.
Yes, we are.
Daryl's not.
No, he's very uncomfortable.
He is not letting them. He doesn't want to do anything for them.
He
He
won't
doesn't
even
want
take
to
a
take
shower.
from
He
them.
doesn't want to even take a shower.
He doesn't want to go in the house.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he's
You
like
know,
really
his guard,
isolating
he's-
himself, right? Like he's just
yeah.
sitting in the corner and
Yeah, he's
pacing
not
a lot
comfortable
and
right
just kind of in
now.
the background.
And but I'm a little leery still if they have to make filming the new recruits, if you so to speak,
right.
they're filming, like, is she doing it for someone else or is she really the leader?
Yeah, you wonder.
Or
about that.
Deanna?
That's
Yeah,
true.
Deanna, is she really, like, is she filming so someone else can see it? But I think she is the leader, but
Yeah.
You never can tell.
The way I kind of see it too is I totally get paranoid, and again I saw up to season 7, but Mom and Kim are completely blind to this, but just in general, like her recording it, like I find that a little weird.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you're in an apocalypse and there's no records of anything anymore, so like
Right.
you have to make new history and to have people on file to have some kind of documentation of
Well,
people. I
that's
think
true.
that's important.
Yeah,
to
you
have,
can
so you
review
can-
it the next, in a couple hours later, you can review it and say, their mannerisms seemed, good or whatever. You can just go through it again. And
Mhm.
she's really trying to figure out jobs for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the first time Alexandria people allowed outsiders in, right? So it's a
Right.
big
Yes.
step for them to do that, and they've all been living in a bubble for the
big
most
time.
part.
Definitely. Yeah.
They actually need Rick and gang, really.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've been out there, and they've been watching them.
Hmm. And then we have Aiden and Nicholas, too, who
Yeah.
they go out and do their thing, but it doesn't
It's
seem like it's...
Definitely the wrong thing,
Mhm.
playing around with, walkers and not being, just do
Yes.
what you have to do and get back in.
Yeah, because Tara was almost killed by a walker.
I know.
Yeah.
Like that.
I know, and they got so mad they couldn't even see that, like
Yeah,
Aiden
yeah.
got so angry, and so did Nicholas, and Tara almost freaking died, and
Yeah,
they
she
didn't
did.
care about that. They
Yeah.
couldn't see that.
Yeah.
They were
No,
just so
she
into their
didn't.
own
It was
thing
like
that they're
that.
just like,
They
"What are you
were.
talking about? No,
Nice, yeah.
And they
you
were
don't know how to
like,
survive. You don't know how
Yeah.
to do what we do, and blah blah blah."
Yeah,
Like they're just too
for sure.
arrogant.
out of all the people, they're saying that to them.
Yeah.
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 And they
Glenn
were
gets
saying,
points. He was awesome there.
Yeah, he was great. And to see them say to them to our group in the woods, oh yeah, the other group we had last time was, terrible, they died, but it
I
was
wonder
almost
why.
like putting the ownership on them, like
That's
they
right.
did it. No, you guys did it.
You
to them.
caused it.
I
Yeah.
know you guys did it.
That's right.
And I do have to apologize. They're doing construction right outside of Mom's house today,
They're
so
putting
if you
an
hear some
addition
odd
on
noises, it's not your
Alexandria.
ears.
Oh, boy, yeah.
So shall we get into this episode?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes.
One of these days it's gonna ring and freak my ass out. Hey, if you happen to bag a boar out there, can I have a leg?
Oh, she is. Just so she doesn't have to see them. It's painful. Oh, she's just hearing it.
Oh,
A little unhinged.
Wow.
yeah, I think so.
Come and get me.
I mean, get me.
Oh, boy.
Just what they're all wearing.
Let's close. There's just one of them. Right now, they're not watching us, not worrying about meetings like this. We may need the guns, we may not.
We will, whatever way it goes. They don't use them. They're never gonna know they're gone. Someone's got one now, right?
Hmm.
He said we were taking out shooting. I couldn't go back with a full mag.
Lucky he came by. Is that a W?
W.
Yeah.
Someone do that before they died?
You put these jackets on me and you have the
Target.
people see it. If that's the play, that'd be smart.
Come out! Now!
You can tell the difference between walkers and humans by sound? Came out to hunt rabbits. I know why you're out here. Mind if I join?
Keep up.
A police officer used to live here. So we had these jackets, and I wanted to make it official. Industry, commerce, civilization. Real lives.
Can we talk security? We need a constant patrol along the walls, not just looking for damage. Signs that anyone climbed in from outside.
I want to volunteer to be one of the lookouts in the clock tower.
There are no lookouts in the clock tower.
What?
We saw someone up there earlier.
Okay, we'll make shifts.
I'll take those shifts, as many as possible.
I'm gonna put Spencer up there today. Come tonight. Then we'll talk about it.
Mashed lima beans, cocoa powder, a little sweetener.
I can listen to her.
Hey, thanks.
Heard about the party?
Everyone's gonna be there. We can't use Daryl. They're watching every move he makes.
You know what's great about this place? You get to be invisible again.
I've been trying to catch him for months. Bring him inside. His name's Buttons. Every time Eric or I come close, he gets spooked. Have you done this before?
Oh, my group did.
Oh, so pretty.
Yeah, ain't gonna hurt you. Right? Oh, my boy.
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
Oh, horsey.
Oh, crap, just that.
Bolt.
Oh, wow, shit. Oh,
That's pretty good.
I can only ration you a quarter bar.
I'll make it work.
Hey, Olivia. We're gonna need to make a withdrawal.
Late start?
I'd rather hear what you guys are doing.
My name is Tobin, and whenever you want, I'd be happy to teach you. Just better to be safe than sorry.
I know you're feeling like an outsider.
He's trying to get to him so he feels more comfortable.
It's not your fault, you know. People are people. The more afraid they get, the more stupid they get. Fear shrinks the brain. Let them get to know you. You should go to Deanna's party tonight.
I got nothing to prove.
All dressed up.
My.
Thought I'd never see this.
It's like,
Yes.
what?
Welcome.
Party cups.
Come on in.
That's so cute.
Oh, looking good, guys.
They do look good.
They have beer.
I'm gonna try.
Didn't you build that wall out there?
Yeah, I did, with help, a lot of it. And it's a damned incredible achievement. I'm glad you're here. Take a glass.
I'm good.
You don't have to be.
Oh, so that's the hairdresser. What did he slide in? Oh, he slid in that freaking bloody freaking walker! No, he's gonna get gobbled up!
Oh, gosh. Whoa.
Ah! He's got his own leg.
Whoa, whoa. Yes,
Ah.
sorry.
Oh, no!
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 So sad.
eat this.
No, of course.
No. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
I know. They tried to
jeez.
save her.
The poor thing's gonna have to do it too.
Terrible death.
Oh,
Only run for so long.
You're trying to help him.
Yeah.
poor horse.
I think I'm gonna head out.
No. You're not bailing. We're in this together, man.
That's right.
You're with us, too.
Daryl. Hey. Thought you were going to that party over there.
Were you watching me again?
Hey, come in. Have some dinner. Some pretty serious spaghetti.
You're invisible.
Hey, Rick.
You want to come by my office next week? I'll take a look at you. And I probably should have said I was a doctor first.
I was gonna say why.
So weird to see people being so civil, you know.
Ordinary life like before. Well, not like before. We all lost things. But we got something back. It isn't enough. But it's something.
Mom! Yeah. There's no more cookies.
Oh.
Well, I happen to know the cookie maker. She's a good friend of mine.
At least it's not a W.
See, now you're officially one of us.
Hey, Sam. Oh, so maybe W is another
Sam, wait,
group.
don't run.
He's thinking about it. What are all these letters?
I would think about it. What are you stamping me for?
Look at
my God, look at him now.
Look, I'm using a fork.
Yeah, okay.
I'm using my hand.
Guys are
Look at him. He's hungry.
Mrs. Neudermeyer's really looking for a pasta maker, and we're really trying to get her to shut up about it. If you see one out on your travels, it would go a long way to...
He's like, enough, honey.
Yeah, there's the motorcycle there.
When I got the place, there was that frame and some parts and equipment. Whoever lived here built them. The thing is, you're going to need a bike. I'd like you to be Alexandria's other recruiter. I don't want Eric risking his life anymore. The main reason why I want you to help me recruit is because you do know the difference between a good person and a bad person.
I got nothing else to do.
Aww. Thanks, buddy.
I'll get you some rabbits.
Rabbits, so
nice.
Yes. He's warming up.
Packing different steel nowadays. Need potato puffs by
You drunk?
How much have you had to drink?
I am a large man.
Excuses.
I've come to realize that things have worked out pretty damn well for me.
It's the cookie lady. Oh, just so she can say she needs more chocolate.
I hope she doesn't
What
get
are you
caught.
doing?
I was just gonna say, I hope she doesn't get caught.
Okay.
Ooh,
I could make a whole batch just for you. Would you like that?
Yes. I mean, yes, please.
Okay. But you've got to promise me you can keep it secret that I came here. Because if you do, you'll be outside the walls. Far, far away. Tied to a tree. The monsters will come. The ones out there. And they will tear you apart and eat you up all while you're still alive.
Yeah, that was totally scarred.
You can promise not to ever tell anyone what you saw here. And then nothing will happen. And you'll get cookies.
I don't like that.
Holy crap.
I don't like that.
Here isn't that bad.
Ooh, watch out for
Yeah,
Dr.
sorry about that.
No
Oh my
kidding.
goodness.
Had a little bit too much to drink.
Sasha.
sweetheart. I don't get what takes her so long. I mean, we only have one copy, and the point of book club is that we all read the book.
She's gonna flip out.
Whatever you want. Just worried that I'll end up cooking something you hate. You're worried.
Oh boy.
That's what you worry about?
See, I knew she gonna flip out.
It isn't real. Sasha, you've been through a lot, and I accept that. But what you just said, that's bullshit. Take your pick.
Look, I've been thinking. Do we really need these?
To remind her what she used to do.
Hey.
What's up with that? I'm gonna eliminate him so I can have her.
Boy, I tell you. Yeah.
Sounded kind of positive.
Yes. Sound like the monkeys or something.
So what did you make of all of that?
I don't know.
Well, Sasha's really going through some heavy stuff there.
Oh, she sure is, yeah.
You know, she's from shooting the portraits, the family before that lived in that house. She probably couldn't take how, happy their lives were, and it was just reminding her
how much she lost.
Yeah.
Of everything,
Right, and it's not a reality, and she's thinking this whole thing isn't a reality. I mean, she's in on it. She's, she's going to stay there, but she's like, you guys, you guys are worried about, the tiniest things. There's a huge world out there. You have no idea what it's like to be out there.
Yeah, and it's not like a normal everyday thing. Like, you have monsters literally out there that are eating people, and you have other monsters that are humans.
That are humans. The humans are
so much more dangerous than their previous world, and they're still talking like nothing's happening outside.
Yeah. Talking about book clubs and recipes and, all kinds of stuff. And someone was a pasta maker for crying out loud.
I know, that's funny that we keep hearing that conversation. It's like, oh boy.
Everybody knows.
And showing how normal conversations are. And to hear something as meaningless as that, I mean, you want to have something fun in your life, yes, but that doesn't even matter in this world now. And they're hearing this nonsense. So it's a huge contrast between the apocalypse, actually surviving out in the world, and being in a bubble.
Well, look at Daryl now. He's more comfortable.
Yeah, so Aaron's been really getting to him, right?
Yes, I guess so.
He is.
I think
so. And there was a purpose why he was following him, to try to befriend him and ultimately ask him about the bike and to be a recruiter. And, he was honing in, and he knew that he could probably get to him. And Daryl needed more one-to-one than a whole big crowd. He doesn't like crowds, so he kind of read him the right way, apparently.
That's right.
Which is good.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Aaron up to this point?
I like him, but then I still don't trust something about him. I don't know.
I get it. No, I'm laughing because I totally get like that too.
I still think there's something going on. I don't know.
The whole place looks, it looks
still,
too perfect.
Yeah,
It's
that's right.
Yeah.
I still don't.
It's like
I don't
too
trust
good, good housekeeping kind of thing, and he looks like
too good to be true.
Yeah,
that's
he's just
for sure. Yeah, I don't know. There's something there. The whole thing.
And then I was kind of thinking, well, maybe they are actually just, going through the motions and there's someone else involved. But I think Deanna is the leader, and she really means well. I think I kind of like her. I mean, she is tough, and she'll, she says it like it is. She is very frank with people, and I think she is true to what she's saying. So I'm happy about that. But people like Aaron, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. What about Deanna, Mom, for you? Do you think she's a good person, or do you think...
I think
she's hiding something.
Well, I thought she was a good person. I still think she is, but I think she's still hiding something. Definitely.
Yeah, Mom's always going to be the, I
don't
know.
I know. I'm very cautious.
After everything we've seen.
That's right.
So up to this point, watching Aaron with Daryl, I like that interaction because they are very different, but they are very similar in a lot of ways too, where here Aaron... Daryl, not knowing him, he seems like a very dangerous person. Like, he's very feral. Right. He's away from everyone. He's dirty. And it's judging someone by how they look. But he also is a survivor just by looking at him. And he's strong. And I would think, okay, maybe a little hostile. I'm not quite sure. But Aaron can see past that. He's trying to learn him. And he's like, I want you to go out with me and be like a second recruiter, because you can read people, you can tell when they're good and when they're bad. So it's kind of like Aaron, because he can also make that judgment. Him risking his life going out to see Rick's group, and he watches people first before he goes and recruits them. Like, that's a huge risk to take.
It was a huge risk, and he was pretty creepy on our end.
Because we don't know him.
He looks too perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so to be cautious, that makes sense why we would do that. And for Aaron to read Daryl and be like, okay, this guy's a good guy, I'm gonna like learn him more, and be like, hey, I really want you to do this job with me. I think you'd be really good at it. That also said something to me that I'm like, okay, well, he knows how to read people very well, and that's why he has that job in the first place anyways.
Yes, right. Yeah, and that's a perfect point. And he was watching Daryl, and he even said, I'm so glad you tried to go to the party. He was watching him. And to let him in his home, knowing his boyfriend is, he's hurt, he let his guard down. He welcomed him in.
Yes, that's true.
And had a meal with him.
He sure did have a meal. Look at the spaghetti.
It was a lot of spaghetti, yeah. It was pretty sweet, yeah. And he was using a fork, so it wasn't completely savage.
He was really hungry.
Guys were just like, chuckling
I was going to eat it, put my face in it.
Yeah. Like, they were just, very happy that he was... was there, and he accepted their welcome. So, I think, Aaron does know how to work on people, and it wasn't like a huge, it is a good job for him, I think. Just hopefully the cause is a real good thing. It's a true, community. It seems like it's a true community. It's not.
And that poor boy with Carol, and Carol telling him,
I know. Tell me, how did you guys take that? Like, what do you think? Was it wrong? Was it right? Like, could you understand why she was doing that?
Yeah, because she didn't want him to say anything about her taking the gun.
She had to scare the living shit out of him.
I felt so sorry for him, though, because she was doing that. But
being that kid, I would have been so traumatized for life. I wouldn't talk to anyone anymore.
I knew what she was trying to do, but still, no, I was feeling so sorry for the boy.
I was too, because here she is, this little Susie homemaker kind of girl, and in his eyes, he's like, oh, the cookie lady, I'm going to follow her, and he's so innocent. He's like, I have to tell my mom everything. I always tell my mom everything.
He's a good boy.
And he's such a good boy, but
no, he can't.
You better not say anything this time.
And how crazy is that?
She does mean it.
Yeah, because pre-apocalypse, that would be really bad to be like, oh my God, yeah, tell your mom. If something bad happens, tell your mom. But now it's like reversed, where it's like you have this creepy lady who's threatening me. And, oh God, no, I can't tell anyone that this is happening, but it does help Carol's group for him to be scared not to say anything.
And yet, on Carol's end, she's got to do that because... look, she doesn't really trust this group. So she wants to, smuggle some guns outside of the border so she can, God forbid, anything does hit the fan, they can go and, try to defend themselves with these guns outside. So I see where she's coming from, but, oh, man.
Yeah, and if they find out that, she was snooping around getting guns, then that would... probably not be a good thing either,
right.
That's for sure.
But to see that side of Carol, because she was a victim for so long with her husband, and to actually kind of like reverse the role to an innocent kid, like that was pretty crap. I can't believe she's doing that. Like she's tough, but that was pretty insane. Yeah. And I wanted to bring up the fact that she said to Rick that I can be invisible again. Now the way I took that scene is that she's stronger than she was, but I took it as a sad thing too, where in the past when she was weaker, she knew how to be invisible because Ed was always like in control of everything.
Absolutely,
and she was very meek.
you always had to lie on why she got hurt, and
That's right, she did.
and just be invisible. Just do whatever he says. Don't make any waves. Just do what I'm
draw
supposed
attention to
be.
myself.
Be in this one role. I have to be, this one role. And now she's doing it again, but it means something different. Now I can be someone that these people have no idea. I'm starting a clean slate. They have no idea what I really can do, what I'm really about. So, but
So
she
in
was
this case, it does
snickering
work
too,
out
kind of
for
when
her.
she said it too.
She
So
did,
she was kind of like, it's almost exciting to her.
Yeah,
to
like
be
it's
something else, to be
a
someone
change.
else.
Like a different kind of
middle,
change.
middle of an apocalypse now. You can be someone else. Ooh, this is fun.
Yeah, so it's like a positive thing for her now because she
Yeah.
gets to protect her family.
Exactly. It means a whole different thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then Rick kissing that girl, the lady.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
You go first. So what do you think? You think that was going to happen?
Well, I thought maybe probably because the way he was looking at her before and all, and I figured, well, I don't know. And then all of a sudden he gave
They
her a
hit
kiss
it
and
off.
said,
Yeah, they
yes,
hit it
looked
off
like they were
right
like
away.
that. Then she sort of smiled at him when she did that.
Yeah, and the husband
don't
never
know.
came back that we saw with the drinks.
That's
So, he probably did, and that was just like an
Rick's
hour
better
later or
watch out
something.
for the husband.
Yeah.
Because you don't know if
He
he's
got a
gonna
little
want to.
testy with her when he said, I'll go get the drinks, and she said, no, I'll go do it, and he goes, no, I can handle it or something like that. He
I
said,
can handle it,
he
yeah.
said something like
The
it
way he
was a
came
little
back at her.
rude, a little snappy, but
Yeah.
maybe, who knows?
Who knows what?
Maybe not, but that's how I took it. It was a little friction there, but he wasn't like around, and I don't know. But they're all mingling. They're having fun. They're all family in their own community. They all,
right.
are one. They're all in their own stuff. They all know each other. He's the community doctor, so
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
What a way to
He's
start a
busy.
conversation. Let me look at you.
Yeah,
or
I'll look
something
at you
later.
tomorrow.
What are you trying to say? What kind of community is this? One thing I noticed at the party too was most of Rick's group was gathered together. They kind of just stayed together.
Oh, yeah. You almost feel like when you go to a party, you stick with if you don't know like everybody, it's almost the same
just
thing.
stick
You
with
just
your
stick
clique.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
The people you're close to.
Give me the wink when you want to go.
Yeah.
Grab the bottle.
And families do that too.
Yes, families. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to Rick really quick, and I think that was major for him to do that because, getting over Lori, and it's never, like, the way he felt about her it's never gone, and, like, it was hard for him to move on. But that's major for him to actually, have an interest again. Like, to start with a spark or something. And the way he kissed her, it was a great way to do it because he's a little awkward now socially, and he's never had anyone else. Like, he's had Lori for so long, and the way he kissed her, it was almost like he was eating her hair. So it was like, I was like, I just wanted to see what it tasted like.
Yeah, it looked like a little 5 o'clock shadow that was sticking to her.
Yeah, I think it caught on. It looked like he was like,
well, I would try to be cool on that.
Protein, anywhere I can get it. Your hair looks delicious. Yeah, so that is a big change, and I mean a lot of changes in this.
And her husband's right there. I mean, and other people in the community. So,
and she seemed like she didn't mind.
Yeah, that's for sure. I could sell that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Carl, he's hanging out with kids his age.
Yeah, and he seemed like he was having a good time.
Yeah,
and poor Sasha, she just had that outburst because she was just like, "What are we doing here? Why are we?" It's almost like she was saying out loud, like, "Why are we pretending? Like we're not deserving of this. Like we're not supposed to be doing this. We're supposed to be like surviving." She just can't handle it. She doesn't know how to handle it really.
Yeah, and it's almost like nothing else mattered. I mean, she lost her boyfriend, she lost
her brother
and all the other family that she had before the
that's
apocalypse, or right in the beginning of the apocalypse. So everyone's lost people, and even in the community, most likely. I mean, we heard a little bit, but just to kind of act like everything's back to normal.
Yeah,
it's
and
hard.
maybe these people just never left, and they just, some of them maybe never left, and they just like, well, we don't know any better, we're just making the best of life or whatever. We've been here for so long. And I think she doesn't want to get to that point either.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't think I don't think any of them do.
That's right. They should have a lot of lookouts too.
Yeah. Right, they have to be realistic.
Come on,
you can be safe, but you got to be realistic too.
Sure.
Yeah, that was one big red flag to me, where I was like,
yeah.
you don't have any freaking lookouts. Like, that's just stupid. Like, you know, a lot of people died. There's a major disease out there that comes back to bite you literally, and you're not going to have any lookout at all. Sure. Like, that's insane to be that naive.
And you got very mean people. You got horrible people out there.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure. Yeah.
Like
terrifying.
That one walker had a W on him, unless he had it. It looked like fresh.
Walker. They're called walkers, not
rovers.
A
W on him.
Yes. Walter the guy from
what were you saying, Katie? Walter the Walker.
Yeah, Walter.
But, you know, and it's funny how there's a W on a walker's forehead, and then they put the stamp with the A, and I'm like, well, maybe this is the... Like, if you have a W, you're a goner.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
And we're going to carve it into your head.
Especially some, has initials on it. I said, no.
And it almost looked like, is it Jesse's husband, the doctor, almost looked like he had a W, but it must have been an A, because his kid had the stamp, so this kid must have put the A on it. But it almost looked like a W. I'm like, are you supposed to be here?
Yeah, because wasn't that the same letter that we saw before with Terminus, too? So it's like coming back to us, because they had A's everywhere, right?
That's right.
You know, they had A's labeled on anything. Not that I'm spoiling anything. I'm just connecting the...
Oh, no, I hope...
You know, that, we had A's before.
Terminus. No.
Oh, my God.
What does that mean?
Okay.
We like the letter
scary.
A.
Oh, boy.
A's had good meanings before the apocalypse, but not so much afterwards. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, boy.
Man, but I love seeing Daryl, Rick, and Carol, like, having their own discussion outside the walls.
Being realistic, trying to... But Daryl's like, no, I'm good. You know, I don't need any other weapons, and I'm good. So I think he's really trusting the guys, you know, I think he's trusting now. He's more trusting, so.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can just handle whatever he's got, you know, with what he has, you know, the bow and arrows.
Just don't let down your guard.
Yeah.
He of all people will not.
Yes, he will not.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go rabbit hunting now.
Yeah. And poor Buttons, he tried to save
that
the horse.
was so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Poor little baby.
That was a beautiful scene too, because here, like, I kind of thought, like, that kind of symbolized Daryl. Like, here you have something that's strong and wild and free, and and I'm like, man, if Daryl had that horse, that would have been so cool. It's like his color and everything,
yes.
you know. But it was so sad to see such a beautiful horse die, and it was out there surviving for so long, and for Aaron to be like, he always ran, so like saying like I never thought he would get caught.
That's what he said.
But eventually, crap happens, and
Yeah.
it sucks how he died.
That's terrible.
Getting eaten alive, it's awful. Poor Buttons, you were amazing. Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
But so I wonder if Sam's gonna have any cookies from. I don't know if I need them.
I know, I'd be worried. Thank you. Yeah, and we're getting the other chocolate, and now she has to make him more cookies.
I'll make as many cookies as you want, and everything will be fine. But you better not say a word.
I know, and Olivia's gonna be like, "Why is all my chocolate gone? You're supposed to ration it." No one wanted cookies. I don't know. Have to find some more. So until next time, guys, will Daryl find that pasta maker?
Can never tell.
We'll find out. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.